Good morning, students. Let's start part 4 of the chapter Agriculture. And in this video, we'll discuss about agricultural development. Till now, we have studied about agriculture, major crops, types of agriculture, farming, etc. Agricultural development refers to efforts made to increase farm production in order to meet the growing demand of increasing population. You know that population is continuously increasing, and for growing population, different kinds of needs are required, different kinds of commodities are required, and for that purpose agricultural development is very necessary to produce more and more products for growing population. Simple. I hope that you are understanding. This can be achieved in many ways, such as increasing the cropped area. What should we do? We have to increase the area under cultivation. For example, this land is completely free and nothing is being done here till now. But if we cultivate this to grow the crops, so in this way, this is the area increasing under the cultivation. So in this way, we have to increase the production. The number of crops grown, more and more number of crops should be grown. This is the way. And improving irrigation facilities, clear, like canals supplying water for irrigation through the dams, clear, and use of fertilizers and high yielding variety of seeds manufactured in the industries. Mechanization of agriculture is also another aspect of agricultural development, because now you can see that tractors are being used, harvesting machines are used, and irrigation facility is becoming modern. So in this way, machines are used for spraying and for fertilizers, etc. The ultimate aim of agricultural development is to increase food security. What is food security? Food security is the availability and affordability and accessibility, right? Affordability, availability, and accessibility of food to everyone. If everyone in the country will get food, that is called food security. So when we can implement food security, if all the citizens, all the people in the country will get food. And how will they get food? If we increase the production in agriculture. And how can we increase the production in agriculture? Through the agricultural development. The simple thing. Agriculture has developed at different places in different parts of the world. Developing countries with large populations usually practice intensive agriculture, where crops are grown on small holdings mostly for subsistence. Like India. In India, intensive agriculture is being done, and larger holdings are more suitable for commercial agriculture, as in US, Canada, Australia. Here, large plants are there, large production areas are there, agricultural fields are there. So in these kinds of countries, production on a large scale is done in agricultural arena. With the help of two case studies of farms, we will compare India and USA. Let's understand about agriculture in developing and developed countries. It's very simple to understand that how in India we are facing the difficulties due to the lack of land, due to the lack of equipments, better technology, machines, etc. But in USA, these things are not lagging behind. There, the availability of land is also sufficient. For example, farm in India. Let's start. There is small village Adilabad in Gazipur district of UP. Munna Lal is a small farmer in this village who has farmland of about 1.5 hectares. Here, this is the farmhouse. His house is in the main village. He purchases high yielding varieties of seeds from the market every alternate year. The land is fertile and he grows at least two crops in a year, which are normally wheat or rice and pulses. The farmer takes advice of his friends and elders as well as government agricultural officers regarding farming practices. He takes a tractor on rent for plowing his field, and though some of his friends still use traditional method of using bullocks for plowing, there is a tube well in the nearby field which he takes on rent to irrigate his field. You can understand by reading these sentences that how the farming is done in India mostly by the farmers, by the small farmers. These kinds of farmers are called small farmers. They have small plots of land. It's very simple to understand. After that, Munnalal also has 2 buffaloes and few hens. It means with agricultural herding, animal herding, or we can say that animal, they are also having the animals in India. He sells milk in the cooperative store located in nearby town. He is member of cooperative society, which also advises him on the type of fodder for his animals, safety measures to protect the health of the livestock, and artificial insemination. All the members of the family help him in various farm activities. It means in agriculture in India, all the members of family are involved in agricultural activities if any farmer is involved. If any farmer is doing, sometimes he takes credit from a bank or the agricultural cooperative society to buy HYV seeds and implements and for other agricultural requirements for growing crops. He sells his produce in the mandi located in the nearby town, since majority of the farmers do not have like storage facilities, and they are forced to sell the produce even when the market is not favorable to them. If the rates are going down, right, even in that condition they have to sell their products because they do not have the storage facilities. If we talk about USA, the things are completely opposite to India, because here the average size of farm in the USA is much larger than that of Indian farmer, 250 hectares. Clear? This is the average size of one farm. The farmer generally resides in the farm. Some of the major crops grown are corn, soybean, wheat, cotton, sugar beet, and this is one example of Joe Horan, a farmer in the Midwest USA. In Iowa state, owns about 300 hectares of land. He grows corn on his field after making sure that soil and water resources meet the needs of this crop. Adequate measures are taken to control pests that can damage the crop. From time to time, he sends the soil samples to a soil testing laboratory to check whether the nutrients are sufficient. The results help Joe Horan to plan a scientific fertilizer program. His computer is linked to the satellite, which gives him a precise picture of his field. This helps him to use chemical fertilizers easily in the field and pesticides wherever they are required. Clear? He uses tractors, seed drills, leveler, combined harvester and thresher to perform various agricultural operations. But in India, small farmers do not have these kinds of facilities. Our grains are stored in the automated grain storage. As we discussed that in India, Indian farmers do not have the storage facility, so they have to sell their products or their crops in very cheap prices or dispatched to market agencies. The farmer in the USA works like a businessman and not like a peasant farmer. So dear students, in the USA farmers are rich, and in India farmers means poor. Farmers and peasants are symbolize poverty, clear, and backwardness, developing theory. But in the USA, peasant and farmer means the business, like a businessman and rich person. Sometimes you can see in the image, this is the mechanized harvesting in the USA in this figure, and if we are coming to this figure, this is 4.17 spray of pesticides with the help of aeroplanes. You can see in this image aeroplanes are used. It is not possible in India. And a farm in the USA, you can see that how open this, right? Average size 250 hectares. This is in India, small fields, clear, small with small thatched and some animals like buffalo, etc. So dear student, so read the chapter from the textbook and revise by watching this video again. Thank you. Have a nice day.